Oil slipping nicely as shared in my weekly analysis. Similarly with NG, both trading close to 2% drop. Now what is going to happen today, which trade we should take, we will try to see with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. First we'll look into crude oil WTI and then followed with natural gas. Do watch till the end, do listen to it carefully, and do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Let's start the day with oil first. See, oil has taken a support at 116. I have always maintained 116 as a very strong support level. If you recall my analysis, I have clearly told 116 must give below 118. Definitely one can remain short, and 116 must give it a first support. So I'll be watchful of 116 levels. Once it trades below 116, we can expect a sharper drop till towards 114.5 and 114 levels. It can try to drop till there before it looks forward to any further reversal. Till the time it trades above 116 and 117, 117 is the next resistance level. In between these, $1 I will not recommend you to trade. I will not recommend you to trade between 116 and 117. And yes, the next resistance level is at around 118.2 and then 119 levels. Directional movement is bearish. Stochastic is oversold, and that is why we can see a green candle there. The MACD is trying to converge from here. It is still on sell side. The RSI is trading at bottom there. So on the hourly charts, it appears it is oversold, and hence a little bounce back can be expected. If you look at the 2-hour chart, similarly on the 2-hour chart, see it is trying to get the support here, trying to trade sideways in between 116 117 zone. The 100 period moving average at around 117 and 117.3 should be very strong below before it looks forward to any further rise till towards 119 levels. For the day, one should watch out for 119 levels. If it breaks beyond 119, then one can definitely remain long. Directional movement is bearish here. Stochastic is oversold. The MACD is extremely divergent and extremely bearish there. RSI is near to bottom. And if you look at the 3-hour chart, similarly on the 3-hour charts too, see the body size diminishing here, indicating the bearishness is not there much. The support there from the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, it is trying to trade outside the Bollinger Bands and must try to pull back again on the upside. I'll be watchful of 116 and 117 levels. In between these $1, I will not recommend you to trade. So all till now, all the time frame indicating the same thing. Directional movement extremely bearish. MACD extremely, stochastic extremely oversold, MACD extremely oversold, and it is wide divergent bearish. RSI is the only one thing which is trying to look upwards. And if you look at the 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour charts too, on the 4-hour charts rather, on the 4-hour chart, see the body size is diminishing here. The next candle is yet to begin. The support there at 116 is strong. The resistance at 117 is very strong, and yes, there is a little resistance on the upside at around 117.4. So yes, on the upside 117.4 I will be watchful of. Beyond that, one can expect 118, and one can expect that this gap might get filled till towards 118.5. So only long entry today is if you see it trading beyond 119 levels. Yes, you can go long at 117.4, and beyond that one can expect 118, 118.5, 119, but it is got some very strong resistance at 119 levels. So be watchful of that. Directional movement is extremely bearish. The stochastic is near to oversold levels. The MACD is wide divergent and extremely bearish, and RSI is trading flat. Similarly, if you look at the daily charts, see on the daily charts there is a gap here in between 118 and 119. There is a possibility for the support there at 115 levels. This is the 20 period moving average. 115 levels now will give a very strong support, and then 114 levels. So these two levels must prove out to be very strong support for oil today. And yes, any drop below 116 one can go short for 115 and then 114 levels. Till the time it trades above 116, probably we may see it coming till towards 117. Be watchful of 117 there. Go try to initiate a long entry at around 117.2 or 117.4 levels. From there one can expect it to come back to 118, and if it reverses from there, if there is still some bullishness, it can try to come back again till towards 118, 119 and then 120 levels. So be watchful of this. These are markets, it can reverse any point of time. It is trying to trade in an expanding triangle. The support there at 120, 21 levels, 20.5 levels should be very strong for oil now. And so I'll be watchful of couple of levels, 119 and 120.5, and the reversal confirmation is only if it trades beyond 120.5, which is going to prove out to be very strong resistance. And Similarly, as I said, one can go short at 116, one can expect it to drop till towards 115 and 114 levels. Directional movement is still bullish on the daily chart. Stochastic is dropping. MACD has just taken a crossover here and it is still trading in the sell side. RSI is looking downwards. Considering this, till the time today it trades below 117, one can remain short for 115, 114 levels, and rather I will say in between 116 and 117 do not take any trade. Above 117, yes, the first resistance at 117.4 will come into picture, then 118 the resistance is there, 118, 118.5 and 119. So on the upside, yes, one can initiate a long entry at 117 expecting it to get a little resistance. First target 117.4, next 118, then 118.5, then 119 and then 120.2 levels. Till here it is fine, it can achieve those levels and reverse back again on the downside. If it continues to trade bullish, there is a possibility that 118 119 gap should get filled and then a reversal can be expected. On the downside, once it breaks below 116, which is a very good support, below that one can expect it to drop for 115 and then 114 levels. Still 114, it has got very strong support. So largely looking at this 114 to 121, we may see a little swing before it looks forward to any further direction move. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at NG. NG on the hourly charts got a resistance at 8.7, and if you look at this, it has dropped till towards 88.55, which is again a very strong resistance there on the downside. So on the upside, the resistance at 8.7, on the downside the support at 8.55. Look at this, it is trying to diminish, it is trying to consolidate. So I'll be watchful of these levels. Directional movement is not indicating anything. The stochastic is oversold. The MACD is wide divergent and bearish here on the hourly charts. The RSI 2 is trading flat. Similarly, if you look at the 2-hour charts, on the 2-hour chart, see the body size has diminished here. If you look at this candle and look at this candle here, so diminishing body size, the support there at 8.55 levels is very strong there. And now I'll be looking forward to this zone at 8.8, 8.85. Now if it trades above 8.7, one can go long at 8.7. One can expect that it may try to hit 8.8, 8.85 zone, and any breakout beyond this zone at 8.85, one can expect further bullishness till towards $9 levels. Largely for the week, as I told in my weekly analysis, 9.0 to 9.2 levels. 9.02 is a very good strong resistance for NG now. Directional movement bearish. Stochastic trading near bottom. The MACD has taken a crossover and it is trading with a bearish momentum here, though the divergence is not much. RSI trading flat here. Similarly, if you look at the 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour charts, the uh, trade has just begun. The candle has just begun here. And on the 3-hour charts, I'll be watchful of 8.7 levels. So as I said, 8 points above 8.7, one can initiate a long entry for 8.8, and then below beyond that 8.85 levels. If it trades beyond 8.85, there could be a sharper rise till towards 8.9 and $9 levels. Watch out for these levels, any long entry above 8.7. At the same time, once it drops below 8.6, one can expect, see the downside here, it has got its support, very strong support at 8.55 levels. So be watchful of that. Below 8.6, one can expect 8.55 to provide a support, and then 8.5 levels. These two levels should provide a very strong support for NG today on the downside. Directional movement not indicative of anything. Stochastic is near to bottom, appears that it may show you some rise from now onwards. The MACD is wide divergent. The MACD has just crossed over rather, and it is still divergent. It is still indicating some bearishness there. RSI trading flat, and if you look at the 4-hour charts, on the 4-hour charts to see the new candle anyways has to start now after 30 minutes. However, look at this, even if it tries to show you, see the bearishness is diminishing here. Probably a reversal beyond 8.7 can be expected, but I will be watchful largely of this zone at 8.8 and 8.85. There is a possibility that it may try to attain this zone, and if it breaks past 8.85, one can expect that it is going to rise more. It is going to rise till towards $9 and 9.02, 9.05 levels. Beyond that, one can remain long on NG. One can expect a sharper rise. So go long at 8.7 levels and go short at 8.55. Directional movement is bearish. Stochastic is near to bottom. The MACD has just crossed over and it is still trading with a bearish bias. The RSI trading flat here. Similarly, if you look at the daily charts, on the daily charts, see it is previously it is shown higher highs, now it is shown lower lows, and I think if it tries to reverse beyond 8.85 and $9 levels, one can expect that it can give you sharper rise on the upside. So yes, only short entry I'll recommend is below 8.55 levels. If it drops below 8.55, we can expect 8.5 levels, which is a very strong support, and breaking below 8.5, one can remain short on NG. One can expect a sharper drop till towards 8.2 and $8 levels in the coming time frames. And yes, till the time it trades above 8.55 and go long at 8.7 precisely, it above 8.7, while expect it to achieve 8.8, 8.85 zone. This zone is definitely prove out to be very stronger resistance, and beyond that $9, 9.02, if it breaks past this, again go long on NG, and one can expect a sharper rise there. Directional movement is bearish here. The stochastic is oversold, not oversold, but it is crossing over for a bullish reversal there. And yes, if you look at the MACD, it is bearish still. It is divergent, indicating little more bearishness, but it must start converging. RSI trading flat, so yes, go long on NG at 8.7, and then one can expect a good rise till towards 8.8, 8.85. Beyond that, it is going to be considered as a reversal, and then after crossing 9, one can remain long on NG for the rest of the week. One can expect a sharper rise till towards 9.2, 9.4, 9.5 levels. Below 8.55, one can remain short for 8.5. Then it will try to hit 8.35, 8.2 and $8 levels. So take your positions accordingly. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.